Hey Cancer, welcome back to my tarot channel. Thank you so much for tuning into your reading, Stages of No Contact and What Your Ex is Thinking. This is for those Cancerians, whether you're Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is for those currently in no contact with an ex-lover, an ex-spouse, or someone you have maybe fallen out of contact with. This will be a reading to have a look and see what this person is currently thinking, where they're at, okay, despite who did the breaking up, who terminated the connection and or relationship. This will be a 3-card spread, having a look to see what this person is currently experiencing. Obviously, it is a very general reading, so it may or may not resonate with all of you, but I do hope it is insightful, at least on some level, as a guiding factor as to where this person is currently at. Okay, so let's have a look and see. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What stage is your ex at and what are they thinking about? Okay, despite how long you've been no contact, whether you've just started, you've just broken up, this reading could be helpful. Okay, Cancer. Okay, Cancer. This is very powerful. There's still someone that's very much in love with you, or someone that's hoping for communication or reconciliation with you. Now, the sign of Gemini has come up, so I don't know if some of you Cancerians have a Gemini ex. The Geminis are represented by the twin lovers here in the tarot deck. So it can indicate that a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus is thinking about you. Or maybe this person, these messages are more specific to this person. The Lovers card also represent communication. So right now there's someone here who wants to communicate. They either want to reach out to you or they're expecting you to reach out to them. Now, I feel for a lot of you, this also I want to say, because angels are intermediaries, they represent messages. So there's someone either thinking about messaging you or they're hoping you're going to reach out and message them. A lot of communication here. Now, for a lot of you, in an overall glance, seeing the 3 cards here, Cancer, there's someone here who has really, really worked on themselves. And we can see all that hard work with the 8 of Pentacles. Now, this person right now, in terms of stages, they're at a stage where they're wanting to work things out. Okay? For a lot of you Cancers watching, this is someone who is right now in this point in time, they're something about open communication. So they're actually talking about your relationship, or they're actually consulting friends or family members or even their therapist. Or a trusted colleague, for example. They're actually talking to people about the relationship. They're communicating about the relationship right now. And this shows that right now this person is processing things. Psychologically, when we break up with someone or someone breaks up with us, it's almost like we need to tell ourselves a bit of a narrative to understand or reconstruct the relationship and to help us process things. Now, in doing so, in constructing this narrative, this person needs to acknowledge their shortcomings in the relationship, your shortcomings in the relationship, where it went wrong, okay, whose fault it was, what they could have done different, what they could have said or not said to have aided the situation. Right now, there's a lot of this processing that's going on. And this is a really good thing, because if this person is at a stage where they're processing things, Cancer, it shows that they're grieving you, absolutely, but it shows that they're at a level where they're becoming more enlightened or really understanding things. Why? Judgment is here. Okay, the Judgment card is telling me that this person is really being critical of the relationship. And as I said, it's not the fact that they're just acknowledging where you went wrong or what you did. They're actually placing judgment on themselves. Now, for a lot of you, this person could be judging themselves, okay? If judgment is around this ex, then this person feels like they're acknowledging where they went wrong. The openness, you can see these arms, the notion of the open arms present in the people in the Judgment card, but also in the Lovers card, indicates that this person is becoming more open-minded. This person is much more open than they were before. Now, for a lot of you, you might see this take place, Cancer. You might see this through little things. Say, for example, you tried to reach out to this person and you never used to get a response, or something like that. you might notice little signs. And when we become more open, it means we become more open in processing with a relationship or more open to a potential reconciliation, which the angel almost brings the Adam and Eve here together, reunites them in a way. Now, for a lot of you Cancerians, you will start to notice these little things. For some of you, it could be this person starts to respond to you when they never used to. This person, you might notice that they unblock you. You might notice that they start to say hi. You might notice that they start to become friendly. You may notice that they're becoming more open with what you want to talk to them about. It's almost like they're letting their guard down. But I really feel like there's a lot of hope. The Lovers card can often represent a twin flame or soulmate energy. So the fact that that's come up, Cancer, could indicate that some of you have exes that are in fact a twin flame or a soulmate. Okay, someone that you have you've been destined to cross paths with, no matter what the sort of period was around your relationship, whether there was marriage, monogamy, exclusivity, whether it was a short-term fling, whatever sort of nature or dynamic of the relationship existed between the both of you. These cards are indicating to me right now that this person is beginning to come around. But there's a lot of hope attached to someone, or they're open to reconciling or more open to communication than they were before. So you can see that through the active effort of the Eight of Cups. He works very, very hard on his pentacle here. Okay? So he works very hard to make something happen. Notice what he's engraving on the star here. It's almost like an analogy that he's making a marking, an impression. This is the craftsman's stamps, the artisan's stamp. And I feel like there's something about an impression here. Either there's an ex that wants to make an impression on you, or they want to leave their mark on you, or you're possibly leaving your mark on them. So in terms of what this person is thinking, I feel like right now this person is open to communication somehow, is either hopeful for communication, or it's almost like they've been thinking about what they would say to you if they, for example, bumped into you, if you ever texted them. It's almost like they're thinking up a worded response. Now, a lot of you might hear from this person fairly soon. A lot of you might bump into them unexpectedly, because the universe, personified here in the Lovers card by this beautiful angel, could indicate that fate, destiny, chance, luck, call it what you will, highly dependent on what your individualistic beliefs are. This higher power, energy, law of attraction might bring you to this person either unexpectedly. It could be through a date, it could be through an offer, it could be through a chance run-in, whatever it is. This person is either hoping for it, or that is going to come up around you. I also want to say you're in this person's thoughts. Why? Because Geminis are known to think a lot. They're very much in their head. They're an air sign. Regardless of this person's astrological orientation, if the Gemini energy is coming up, that's the only sign that has come up here. The characteristics of a Gemini, the traits of a Gemini are their analyticalness, okay, their ability to communicate, to think, and to process things. So this shows that this person is thinking about you a lot, okay? So Cancer, you right now in terms of stages at where this person is at, they're thinking about you, but they're thinking about the good things. Why? Because the angels bring harmony, optimism, happiness, enlightenment. When we think about angels, what's the first thing we think about? A guardian angel, a benevolent spirit, a person that's guiding us in the right direction, a higher power coming to us to help us or aid us or show us the path. We think good things. We associate good things with these angels. So right now, in terms of what your ex is thinking, there's an energy here that your ex is thinking very, very good things. They're actually at a process where they're looking at the more happy times or the happier memories rather than the bitter or the or the angry or the deceitful or the challenging times you may have experienced in your connection or your marriage or your relationship. So there's a good chance for a lot of you that this person is thinking about those things right now, or is hopeful for a reconciliation, or wants to communicate, or They're open. I mean, maybe not for all, but you might see that this person is becoming more open than they were before. They're becoming more easier to read. Somehow they're becoming more accessible. Somehow you might even hear through friends that they're thinking about you, or they're talking about you. Gemini energy is all about communicating. You might hear through mutual friends, through family members, that this person is thinking about you. You know, there's this shift that's happening for this person here, but they've been working on themselves, and you'll know this. Getting a new job, losing weight, working hard, making more money. There's a lot that's happening here. They're making wiser decisions. Could also be that they're thinking about their decisions again. The Judgment card can be a judgment call of some kind. So this person could definitely be in an energy, Cancer, where they're overthinking their decision. But I feel like they're weighing things up also. They're seeing both sides of things. And this is awareness. This is openness. It's clarity. Why? Because the lovers are ruled by twins. The Gemini zodiac, the twins are polar opposites, okay, according to astrology. So this shows that this person is thinking about the good and bad. But because there's two angels here, I'm inclined to believe that right now this person is revisiting the harmonious times you had together, revisiting the good memories, the benevolent memories, the memories that help them heal. But I definitely feel, Cancer, there's someone who is hopeful that you'll reach out, or they'll do the reaching out. So it's definitely like they've come into a stage. I think they've surpassed the early stages of after your breakup or divorce or whatever happened. You know, things like anger and resentment and lashing out and having all this crazy behavior that's out of character. And now that it's not necessarily, I mean, maybe it can be like they're coming to peace with it, but they're definitely thinking about you and analyzing things, but in a good way. Okay, it's good perception. And the trumpet here, you know, the blowing the trumpet, the coming of the good news, the openness. Could even be closure. There's someone who wants to hear what you think about the situation or what you think about them. So it could be closure. There could be someone here who is seeking closure and might reach out to get that from you, Cancer. So, you know, I wouldn't be too surprised if that happens for a lot of you. But I do hope that has been helpful. So thank you again so much for tuning in. And hopefully we shall be in touch very, very soon. So take care and bye for now.